Yo, 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 what is going on, everyone? Welcome back to How to CosmicSky. Today, we're going to be doing a coal fuel crafter, and specifically, it's kind of an updated version of the previous coal fuel crafter I made because they've actually changed crafting bots. So if you didn't know, crafting bots now have 3 channels, and it basically prevents the whole crafting bot filling with one item. So for example, the item it used to be was just fuel. It'd fill with fuel, and then you wouldn't be able to put any coal in with a hopper to craft coal fuel. Whereas now they've added 3 channels, and each channel will take an item and prevent it from overfilling the crafter. So what you want to do with a crafter is you want to find the side with the item frame, or the face if you want to look at it as a face. And the other 3 sides are the sides that you can actually put hoppers in from, as you can see. You can't put a hopper in from this side and it won't have a color. So that's how you do it. The yellow hopper obviously goes into the yellow channel, green into green, and blue into blue. And then you can fuel it from above as usual. And we're going to use this to create our new coal fuel crafter. But first, we're going to build the actual mining bots that will produce the coal and the fuel. So what you want to do is you want to find an area. I'm going to build mine here. And I build my crafters 9 wide. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Because 9 times 3 is 27, and coal fuel has a respawn time of 27. And so I'm going to build this 2 high, like so. And these are going to be my coal miners. Now, if you have more coal or you want to separate them out, you can build your fuel miner somewhere else. I'm going to build it on top just to keep it in one area for the video. But you don't have to specifically build your fuel here. You could put a fuel miner elsewhere in this chunk and pick up the fuel just the same. This is just kind of a small and condensed version of it. So what you want to do is you want to place them like so, and then put the miners on the middle block. So 4 from the edge, and then the miner on the 5th one, because it's got 4 the other side as well. And the radius, as you can see there, is a 4x4. So it will be able to mine every single one of those nodes. Now to fuel it, what you want to do is you want to place a hopper in the top and create that kind of a zigzag pattern like that, and you'll be able to fuel all of them. And then what you'll want to do is you'll want to feed it with fuel from somewhere. Now I can't place link chests on this island. I didn't realize that. Actually, to be fair, I could probably upgrade it right now. Where is it? It's there. Now you can feed it with fuel from whichever channel is your fuel channel. I obviously haven't set it up on this island. There's nothing here. But yeah, whichever channel is your fuel channel, you can fuel them with. I'm just going to give them a little bit of iron fuel to set them off. This doesn't have to be iron fuel in your design. You can give them whatever fuel just to get them mining and producing some resources initially. You can even yourself just mine some fuel to get the actual fuel to put in if you're starting right from the beginning. And then you want to build the actual crafter itself. Now, the way I do it, and I'm going to need to take this back because I counted out the link chests I'd need. So you want to place 2 link chests at the bottom. Now I'm going to use a chest so that I can place a link chest on top. Because if I place this link chest at the bottom, I won't be able to place one on top of it. It'll just make me interact with it. And I'm also going to steal these hoppers back now that I've built that to show you. What you want to do is you want to put hoppers in the back of those 2 chests. Now these are the 2 chests that we're going to be outputting fuel to in the future. And then we're going to get the crafter itself. Now, you want to face it this way specifically. No, you want to face it this way specifically, sorry. So that the kind of item frame, I know it's a face, but I call it the item frame side, faces out over your link chests. And then you can get your collection chests and hoppers and feed it from these 3 angles like so. And then you can pop your 3 collection chests down like this. Now this design won't need 3 collection chests, but if you had more miners, the reason I've done this is that fuel in the / recipe, it's a 2-to-1 ratio, basically 2 coal to 1 fuel, or 4 coal to 2 fuel. So if I'm putting in a fuel from this kind of hopper here, so if I select fuel here, in order to match the exact amount of fuel that can put into here, I'd need 2 coal hoppers. Now, this won't be able to fill all of those because I'll produce 2 coal a second and I'll produce 1 fuel a second. So this won't kind of beat the hoppers and kind of fill them up. But when you do get to that stage where you're producing enough coal and fuel, you'll want 2 coal channels and 1 fuel to kind of keep that ratio going. So for example, if I had more coal, it's going in that channel. Some of it would go in the yellow channel, like so. And this will give you the 2-to-1 ratio to start crafting coal fuel. And you want to select coal fuel on your crafter. Now, I don't have it unlocked on this island. I have it unlocked on my main, but that's what you want to do. You want to select coal fuel there once you have the recipe. And then you want to fuel it from the top. Now, I'm gonna buy a hopper. I miscounted the hoppers. Buy a hopper like that, and then you want to place whichever is your fuel channel up there. Now, I'm going to select white here just to show you. But the bottom channel, the one on the bottom here, this should be your kind of important fuel channel, so to speak. This should be the channel that fuels your crafter and the channel that fuels your mining bots. This channel on top should be the channel that goes to your fishing bots, your slaying bots, or your planting and harvesting bots. Because this will always get enough fuel in order to refuel the system. And so, yeah, that's pretty much what you want to do. What I am going to do, currently this island is not my main island. It's my EganKnox YT's island. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to set a warp here so that you guys can come along and have a look at this design if you need to. But more so in the future, if there is a design that I make that's quite complicated, I'm going to have a warp here so that you can come along and have a look at the design. So for example, these are my auto replant farms. So if you want to have a look at how they're done or how anything else is done, the designs will be on this island. So if you do want to come through, have a look. IS rate if you want, actually. I've just realized I can do that myself, IS rate 10. Because the top island rating, I think every week does get island points. So technically, if you do rate me and I get in the top 3 islands, I will get island points out of that. So it would be very much appreciated if you did. And yeah, that's pretty much the crafter. This will pick up all of the coal, as you saw it's going in here, and all of the fuel. And it'll craft it in a 2-to-1 ratio. And yeah, that's pretty much it. If you do have any questions, leave them in the comments down below. If there's anything specific you want me to do, leave it down in the comments down below. And yeah, I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.